Welcome to Sorta OK Reviews, where every fan is welcome. I'm Nathan Bedard.
I'm Brad Newton.
And today, we're doing a little bit of a catch-up, but we're pretty much discussing the latest chapters of One Piece, and we're going to start off with chapter 928.
Yes, I believe the last chapter we uploaded to our channel is 926. We did a video on 927. It got lost in the annals of, cyberspace. So we're just going to go and do not to do 4 chapters, we're going to do 3 chapters. 927 was pretty simple. It was a pretty basic chapter. So it was just, gosh, I can't even remember what happened. It was like a month ago at this point. But it was, it was the ramen shop, and then the guys, Sanji beat up people at the ramen shop. Pretty basic chapter. They were calling somebody to come hunt him down now for his noodle shop. Alright, so we start off this video with chapter 928. Luffy's, working in the mines again. He's still got all his meal tickets he's given to the old man. Raizo's there, so he's successfully infiltrated. He's helping out Luffy. So Luffy's getting swole in this prison. He's getting buff, working out with these sea prism handcuffs.
Luffy clicked one of those, lose 50 pounds and one gain muscle in one day.
Yeah, I know, he's looking buff. And then we got Caribou. He's important to the story. Like I said, I'm not going to go detail by detail on this, but a very important thing happens is, Caribou's, bragging about how strong he is. Kid shows up, and he's like, pretty much, I'm going to be the one that destroys Kaido, and Luffy's like, no, I'm going to be the one that gets famous for destroying Kaido.
I love, too, real quick thought, is, these people in the prison have probably been there most of their life. And, Luffy and Kid are just we're just training here.
Yeah, we could get out
probably whenever we want,
This is some good training. So, and we're introduced to the courtesan, people are trying to get to her, they're getting sliced up just trying to get to her. And then, it's oh yeah, people are trying to get inside, and then we get this quick story of this old man who's like, I spent my entire life savings to come back to you, my true love.
Boy, this is sad.
Yeah.
Talk about a perfect scenario where one of those fake profile ads you on Facebook or those bots send you, hey, I love, or you meet that one girl and she's like, oh, I love you, but it's just man, I felt for this guy so hard. I'm like, dude, damn, you got it bad, but it's come on.
Or did you honestly
you know who this was? Yeah, you know who this was. She's the top geisha in Wano. Why would she fall for you?
So yeah, she's and everyone just laughed at him because he lost his entire life savings. So, and he's like, I lost everything for you, and everyone just laughed at him. She's like, well, that was your choice there. And we learned that I can't remember her name. It's not Okiku. It's not Otama. The girl that with a funny laugh that we met last chapter, or a couple chapters ago, she works directly under the courtesan.
Now, see, real quick though, I want to bring this up. I think, personally, she's evil. I don't like her. I think she's an evil person.
Yeah. So
I think when stuff starts in the fan, Wano's at war and stuff, when all this is going on, I think at the end of it, the old man's gonna see her and be like, huh.
It's gonna come back and see what happens.
And he's gonna either he's gonna do something to embarrass or something. I think Oda, one, he was showing this for her character development and stuff like that, but also I think he might bring the old man back in an interesting way.
Yeah, Oda has been known to do that. We see characters that we think, they'll never come back in the story later, and they do. So we'll see. Yeah, we get a close up on the courtesan though, but
she is beautiful.
Komurasaki is her name, and we get reaction from Sanji, Frankie, and Usopp. And, we got Sanji's love face, which is his tongue coming out. But my favorite's Usopp, just using his he had to put his goggles on. Let me see this.
Yeah, everyone's like, hey.
And then some people are I'm blinded by her beauty. So I think it's funny. And then we end this chapter. Pretty much this was put in so we don't see. We don't think Otama is Momonosuke's sister, because that was a theory going around that she was a sister that he's been looking for. But I think this was put in to say, oh no, this is going to be a different character. But I think it's cool that the two kids are together now. because Dogstorm had found Otama after Speed got wrecked with Kaido, so she's fine now, and with Momonosuke. So that's the end of chapter 928. So let's go move on to 9.
I wonder too, real quick, if Luffy's gonna meet the what was her name?
Komurasaki.
Komurasaki. I wonder if he's gonna meet her and he's gonna be like, and that's gonna
happen to Hancock. I don't know if they're gonna redo the whole Boa Hancock thing.
It'd be an interesting little tidbit though. Like, I don't think they would spend like a huge amount of time, but I think it could happen though.
Yep. This week we started off with Frankie, and this was an interesting one because he's like, I've been working for Minatomo. He's like, but I've been trying to get the blueprints to the Shogun's palace or his house. So Frankie's like, and then the guy's finally like, oh yeah, I lost those like 10 years ago. And Frankie's like, what? I've been working for you this whole time to get those blueprints, and you've been wasting a week of my time? So Frankie runs out of there. And he's like, you're fired. He's like, I quit. Like one of those famous quit fire scenes. So he's like running around town. He runs into Kanjuro, and Kanjuro's got these weird-ass drawn fish, and everyone's like, is this really food? Like, can we eat this? So, like, all the starving people are like, those are some funny-looking fish. But anyway, this is just, like, a panel of, like, all these different people that Frankie meets. Like, oh, I sold him, or I gave him to this guy, or I lost him a bet to this guy. So Frankie's running all around town. And he eventually learns that they're in Curry. So Frankie's, like, calls up, gosh, there's so many characters. What's his name? You're way ahead of me. But this guy, what's his name? Guy who cut fire. What can I remember?
Kanjuro?
Kanjuro's the one that paints. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, see, that's Kanjuro.
Okay.
I can't remember his name. The guy who's supposed to be the main samurai. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. But anyway, Frankie's talking to him, and then he's saying that
Kinemon.
Yeah, Kinemon. There you go. Yeah, I can't believe I can remember his name. But he's saying, yeah, it's in Currytown. The blueprints are there. You guys find it. So we're in Currytown. We cut down Dogstorm's there. Kimemon's there. And all the makes are there, which is cool to see. It's like Wanda and Carrot are there. We've got Leo and like the Musketeers and all these people. So they're stealing all these supplies and weapons, and they're just leaving a note that's saying the Shutenmaru bandits were here. So it's like that guy that was Shutenmaru who they're just blaming all the bandits on it, just to trying to hide the rebellion.
Like, isn't it that guy that like steals food and then gives it back to them?
The Robin Hood type character.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's the guy that was going to fight that sliced Jack. I think that's who it is. It's Shintenmaru is.
Okay.
But anyway, we cut to Zoro found this random guy who reminds me of Gaimon, if you remember Gaimon, way back from chapter 5 or whatever chapter it was. And then he's just like, Zoro's just following it, or he's following Zoro around or showing him the way around. But it's a funny little interaction.
Zoro's just walking. Let's just put it at that. Yeah.
And this guy's just all around him. He's like they eventually end up in their town, so that's where Zoro is. It was a quick cut. Then this is a pretty interesting scene. We see the Shogun is talking to none other than CP0, and the government's trying to make a deal with Wano now. Yeah,
this is where it really starts putting into play like Yonko's power, because they're like, listen, you got to get on our plan, like you got to be on our side, and he's like, no, we don't. We don't have to do anything. It's like, you don't understand who we have, do you?
Yeah, he's essentially like, okay, you can't deal with anybody else now. You guys were dealing with Doflamingo, but Doflamingo's out of the picture now because of what Luffy and Law did. So like, there's no Doflamingo around. So we're pretty much the only business in town. You have to do business with us. And then he's like, even if you guys with all your might, he's like, you guys couldn't come and take this land, because he's like, I have Kaido on my side. So that's how strong Kaido is. Like, with all your admirals, your marines, your vice admirals, celestial dragons are nothing.
And that's crazy thing, because like, I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, you can make an argument that like when Whitebeard attacked, he was sick, old, all that kind of things. It's like, yeah, Kaido
Yeah.
seems healthy and good to go, so like he could probably really F up the Navy.
Yeah, if you wanted to, and they'd be fighting on their home turf too. They wouldn't be fighting on the Navy headquarters, so he wouldn't be.
And
that.
they would lose a couple of their like because they wouldn't have Doflamingo, they wouldn't have probably
the Seven Warlords.
the Seven Warlords.
Yeah.
Because God, who knows what's going on at the referee right now?
Yeah. So anyway, he's like pretty much. So he walks out. They open the door for him. There's a feast for everybody. We see. They're like, oh, it's like all the geishas are here. So Robin's there. Robin's with the Shogun now. So that's cool to see. And then the courtesan's there. And he's like, oh my. He's like, I'm glad to see you, courtesan. And we get the reveal of the Shogun. And he's not the. He kind of. If I had to describe him, he kind of looks like Wario, like an anime Wario.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of disappointed when I saw his what he looks like, his character design. It's a little because like when I saw Orochi, I was like, oh, what if is he gonna be like this like really like slim like
because we thought he'd be a opponent for Zoro, so we think he looked like a badass. But now that's gonna be King.
But I still don't think he's a pushover because even though he was talking about like, hey, I got Kaido on my side, you guys can't mess with me. I don't think Kaido would
he did show his outfit power. He had like a 3 Hydra head thing.
Yeah, I don't think Kaido would just like have the Shogun be this whimpering idiot that would like couldn't do absolutely anything.
Yeah. So then they're like, Law's telling Sanji's like, hey man, we gotta get out of here because they sent the top headliners after us. And it's frickin' Drake, Hawkins, and a new character who's, I guess they're calling him Page 1. And he's also got like a dinosaur fruit, but his official devil fruit is, it's
Spinosaurus.
Yeah, the dragon fruit, ancient type, Spinosaurus model. So he's got the Spinosaurus fruit. So I guess he's friends with Drake. They got the dinosaur, style devil fruits.
This is Jurassic Park squad coming in hard.
Pretty much, they look cool. I love Drake and this guy's character design. They look really cool. And then Hawkins is there in the background too, still looking like the freaking head elf from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. This is like the Battle of the Five Armies when like Smaug comes in.
Pretty much, just turning Lord of the Rings this hard.
But it's cool. It's like cool too. Like Drake, like, I mean, Kaido has a Dragon Devil fruit, so it's like, he could really show Drake how to use his dinosaur power to an advantage, and it looks like he kind of already is because it looks like he's doing what kind of like what Rob Lucci did a little bit. Like it's not too like
not full leopard mode, but like slim.
Yeah, like slim. Like he probably still has the dinosaur strength, but now he can still have the quickness of his body.
So yeah, it's like a cool thing. All right, that was the end of chapter 929, and so we are finally caught up to the most recent chapter, which is 930. I just want to mention the cover page from this one real quick because I thought it was a cool fan request. It was your Rouge and Cracker fight racing on dolphins. I thought it was cool because we never see these characters in cover pages, so I thought it was something different.
And I love too, like looking at it, Cracker's like leaving some of his biscuits behind, and the dolphin keeps trying to eat it, so that's why he's falling behind.
Yeah, your Rouge is like, hey, you cheater. But anyway, that's a pretty cool cover page. All right, so we start off this chapter, and the guy he just reminds me of Gaimon. That they go to this village, and this is like the poorest freaking village I've ever seen in my life. These people are just laughing about it too.
This stuff is so sad.
Yeah.
But it's so hilarious too. Like I don't know where Oda maybe got his inspiration from this.
Yeah.
But like it kind of reminds me of like the Joker almost, just like from the Killing Joke. It's just like it's like our life sucks, but a laugh can make anything better.
It's like there's no food, but we can just laugh it off. There's no clean water to drink, but we can just laugh it off. Oh, my teeth are rotting out of my mouth, but let's just laugh about it.
It's just so bad.
And then the dudes are like what about you, Zoro? And they try to make Zoro smile.
That is funny because like Zoro like really ever smiles like.
So there's like he's like, what are you doing? And they're like, we made him smile. They're like, he smiled. Let's make him do it again. And then Zoro's just like, man, this place like is rough. Like you could see Zoro's like, man. They offer him like some clean water, and he's like, are you sure? He's like, you guys don't seem like you can spare this to give it to me.
This is really starting to build like a reputation of like, okay, it seems like at some points, a lot of these towns are just going to come together and just completely revolt against Kaido.
This is like a Dressrosa style arc again.
Yeah.
Because all the people, like you see, like it's kind of a theme throughout One Piece. Like the people are unhappy and they try to revolt against the leaders. Happened in Alabasta too, but different situation. So they're like, yeah. So Zoro's just kind of like, you guys seem pretty high spirits for the situation that you're in, and they're like, yeah, we don't let poverty get us down. It's like just because you're rich doesn't mean you're happy, and then they're all trying to laugh it off.
Yeah, and I think like he was like trying to send that message, like yeah. Even in any country, like just because you're rich and got everything in the world doesn't mean you're always going to be happy.
Yeah, so it's like we just try to live our lives as happy as we can with what we got. So, good message. Then we cut to something that I was like, I had to like stop reading the chapter for a second. I was like, is this going down right now? I was
shocked on like how quick. Like I did not expect this to come up this early in this arc. But it makes sense. I mean, if Oda said this was going to be as big as Marineford, I guess you kind of got to start getting some things rolling. Now we're decently in the arc.
Yeah, we're in Act 2. So we cut to Big Mom's ship, and we hear her laugh, and she's like, "I'm coming into Wano." She's like, "I'm here now." She's like, "Kaido, I'm here. We've come to kill Straw Hat." And it's like, and she's like, and she even mentions too. I missed this the first time. She's like, I want Zeus back too. So she's coming for Nami for Zeus too.
Yeah, no, I bet. I don't know. I don't see Zeus going back. I think now that he joined him, I think he's gonna stick with.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna be with Straw Hats now too. But I think it's cool that she mentioned it. She's like, I'm coming to get Zeus back too. But we don't see all the Big Mom pirates here. The three main ones we see are Sparrow, Daifuku, and Smoothie. So we don't see Cracker, we don't see Katakuri, so we don't see Snack.
Yeah, I mean...
So I wonder if they're with them, or if they're still back trying to, protecting Big Mom's territory, or what.
Well, something I just noticed, Flambe is there, too.
Yeah, I don't see Oven either. I didn't see Oven.
So it seems like a lot of her powerhouses... Like, I don't know, I wouldn't even doubt it. I mean, I wouldn't even be too crazy if Katakuri wasn't there. Like, I mean, there's a possibility she could have, like, disowned him, but, like you said, that would be extremely stupid
He's like your
Big Mom
fighter,
to get rid of Katakuri. Like, that's your... Especially seeing that, like, Cracker definitely lost pretty hard to Luffy, because he didn't even do Snake Man.
Well, you could argue that Luffy only beat Cracker because of Nami, because Nami had a good defense against his biscuit fruit.
Yeah, but now I feel like Luffy could definitely easily win against Cracker. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, Smoothie kind of seemed like a wash a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in action. We don't know. So we'll see. But anyway, I don't think the entire crew there. Like I said, they could have just been left behind to protect Big Mom's territory while she's out.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're there, and then she's like, okay, I got these fish, and she's like, we're gonna ride up the waterfall, and Kaido's like, do not under any circumstances let them in. If they get in right now, it's gonna be all-out war between me and her. And it's like that will pretty much destroy Wano. Yeah,
like this is cool. Like this is the first time we've seen like Kaido serious, because it makes sense. Because like we've heard all these stories of like don't let two Yonko clash.
Yeah,
things will get effed up if you do. And yeah, he's like serious about it. He's like, do not let her in.
He's like, it'll be all-out war, full-scale war if Big Mom gets in here. So it's like, and she's like, I'm here, and then all of a sudden, freaking King comes in. We see his devil fruit. He's also got the dragon fruit, ancient type, pterodactyl model. So he's a freaking pterodactyl. I like his design too.
I love how they call him King too. Like they know who he is.
Oh yeah, like you think like the main, if like Kaido saw Katakuri, he know who Katakuri is, because you think these are like. I think they're close to admiral level. Like the Yonko commanders are probably close to about the same level as admirals, debatably.
It's pretty interesting. Like I mean, besides Katakuri, because Katakuri's Big Mom's top commander, like King Pterodactyl Bird, Marco Phoenix Bird. Yeah. If freaking Shanks' right hand man was a bird, that'd be funny.
Yeah, well, it's Ben Beckman, but we don't know what his power is. So
yeah, it's probably like a piratey one.
But yeah, and then we get so King flipped over Big Mom's ship, and Big Mom's in the water, so she's just falling down to the sea. So I mean, there's no way she's gonna die from
Yeah,
that.
there's no way that Big Mom's dead from this. It's just what this was is like, hey,
yeah.
she's definitely coming to Wano. Like, clearly she's here, but she's gonna be gone for a little bit. It's not like she's gonna just waltz in and everything's gonna start going down right now.
It's like it's gonna take some time.
She's
for her
gonna
to get
come
in.
back. Yeah.
Like this is the way I think of her writing her off for a few chapters, and a way to show us how strong King is.
Yeah.
King just swooped in and was like, okay, nope, cut off the strings. So yeah, we got that there. So it's like, so we don't know if we're gonna get a King versus Katakuri fight.
Yeah.
This is all that's possible. But anyway, we cut back to the city, and then like Frankie, Law, Sanji, and Usopp are all running away. They're like, Drake and Hawkins are after us, and the other headliner.
Page 1.
Yeah, page 1's there. So like, it's time for us to get out of here. And then it, like Frankie's like, well, why don't we just stand and fight him? Like Frankie's like, with Law and Sanji and me here. I'm like, I think we could take him. And then so Frankie wants to fight, and Law's like, Law's strategist. He's like, we need to save all of our power for the final battle.
Yeah.
He's like, everything we possibly have. If we fight them now, it's like we might be weakened later. So he's like,
he says like
retreat.
the littlest of injuries could affect later on. Like, you just don't need that right now.
He's like, it's not smart to fight.
And it would bring some attention that they just don't need right now either, too. So
Law's like, let's just run. So, but he's like, oh no, someone's going on there. And then Sanji's like, I hear a lady in trouble.
bum ba bum 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 bum.
He's like, please stop this. And it's like the Spinosaurus, page 1's there. And then he's like, tell me. He's like, where's the soba cook? And everyone's like, I don't know. They're like, come help us. And then he's like, just wrecking people's shops. And Sanji's like, well, I gotta go fight him. He's like, I can't let him hurt innocent people and women and stuff. So
because of him,
Sanji just comes in, kicks the crap out of him. That's a cool scene. You see, like, it's a nice smoke trail you see. And then you could go ahead and do this last page.
Yeah. So pretty much, he gets up and he's like, what was that? And they're like, everyone's like, hey, wasn't that the guy that was cooking food earlier? And like, they're like, hey, we can't fight, we can't stick around. Law and them are like, we can't stick around here long enough. Though people like tell and like word will get out and stuff like that. And Sanji's pretty much like, don't worry, I'm gonna end this real quickly, like probably one shot. Like, don't worry. And they're like, what happens? And we got something that I was not expecting to get. I was expecting to get this later than Big Mom showing up.
Yeah.
But Sanji's like,
let's see what this does.
and it's his raid suit that he got from his family, which is so great. It's like, he talked about how he didn't want to use it.
Yeah, it seems like he's pretty easily like, I got this power, might as well let's try this out.
Yeah, I mean, too, because like I thought what was gonna happen was like he was gonna be in the final battle or something. He was gonna be like, I'm getting pushed against a corner. I need to protect my friends.
It's like something's happened to Nami or Robin or something.
Yeah.
It's like, so he's got to use it to save
it. But it would be cool to see, and I really do hope that he just destroys them with this raid suit.
I hope so too.
I want this to be a good enough power jump for him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and then Frankie also mentioned before the chapter ends, he's like, they could weaken our powers, but it's like we also have the opportunity to weaken their battle power too.
Yeah, we could decrease theirs. Yeah.
So I think that's an interesting point. So like I said, I hope like Sanji kind of disposes of them pretty quickly, because he's like, Law's at least like, well, at least it's this guy. This guy doesn't know page 1 doesn't know who we are. So if we would have ran into Drake or Hawkins, they know who we are, and our plan would be blown. So it's like they ran into the one person that they could have to fight. So I'm curious to see what happens next. Next chapter. There was a break this week,
so
we'll be back next week with another chapter. So this was a good chapter. Like 9:30, it was like I was kind of like 9:28, 9:27. I was like, okay, come on, like just build up chapters. It was good.
We got a good emotional part with like
the old man, the town people,
that like are laughing through their pain.
Yeah.
And then we get the cool like oh, Big Mom's here.
Yeah.
And then we got little we kind of see what King's power is.
We got some lore on Kid. Kid lost his. I don't know if I talked about it. Kid lost his arm to Shanks.
Oh yeah, Kid did lose his arm to Shanks, and like that kind of points out why he wants to kind of kill Shanks more than any of the Yonko.
Yeah, so it was lots of information these last few chapters. So Wano's going on strong. Looking forward. We're caught up this week. We'll see when we catch up again. Have time to do another video, but I think that's going to do it for us. If you would, please hit that subscribe button. That'll pop up right there, and check out one of our other reviews right here.
Alright, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching. We're sorry about the lateness in the videos. We're definitely going to try and get back on track. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.